Imagine running a city the size of Kuala Lumpur, but instead of people, you're managing thousands of sensors, pipelines stretching hundreds of kilometers, offshore platforms in the middle of ocean, and giant refineries that never stop. That's what it's like managing an oil and gas operation. Now, here's a twist. What if I told you that you can increase production, cut downtime, and save millions of dollars without touching a single pipe or valve? That's the magic of digital. And today, I'm going to walk you through how engineers actually create digital solutions for oil and gas and heavy industries. From scribbles in Excel sheet to full-blown AI platforms deployed on rigs and plants to products that scale globally. And trust me, this isn't theory, this is how it's really done. Let's break it down step by step. Every digital product starts with chaos. Imagine engineers tracking corrosion data in a giant spreadsheet, or a plant manager writing down equipment failures on sticky notes. It's messy, but inside those messy notes is gold, the knowledge of how an industry really works. The first step is about capturing expertise and turning it into something that's structured. Frameworks, methodologies, and playbook. Think of it as bottling up decades of hard-earned know-how. From a product management lens, this is where defined vision and strategy is happening. What problem are we actually solving? Capture customer and market awareness. Does anyone really care about the problem? And map early life cycle considerations. How might this product evolve? So yeah, it looks boring at first. Just people logging failures, creating risk matrices, or sketching workflows. But these are the seeds of billion-dollar digital products. So now that we've got the raw knowledge, what's next? This is the stage of a business case. We start asking questions like, how much money could this solution save if we were to build this? Can this reduce downtime? Does it improve safety? Engineers and project managers come together to create project charters and efficiency model. This is also where portfolio management kicks in, because in big companies, there are dozens of solutions and ideas competing with each other. We can't build them all, so we prioritize. Here's where trade-offs with stakeholders happen. Finance might say, this idea won't clear the hurdle rate. Operation might say, we don't have the bandwidth. And strategy might say, someone else has already built their solution in the market. And that's fine, because at this stage is where we weed out duplication, sharpen the focus, and chase only what matters. Think of it like a startup pitch, but inside a massive energy company. Now, when all this happens, this is where the fun begins. Product development. This is where engineers, designers, and developers sit together and actually build a product. From a product management perspective, this includes writing user stories. As plant engineer, I want to see real vibration data so I can prevent equipment failure. That is an example of a user story. Crafting a roadmap. What gets built first and what comes later. Designing UI UX or user interface and user experience. Making sure that software is not just only powerful but also intuitive. This will later help in the case of usage. Choosing the right tech stack. Should it be built on cloud, on edge, mobile, desktop, on-prem? Those are the considerations that have pricing elements and usage elements coming later on. And lastly but not the least, embedding cybersecurity, because nothing kills trust faster than a hack all fail solution. Let's be real here. In heavy industry, this is not like building an Instagram filter. You are actually dealing with massive data streams, integration into existing control systems and environment where downtime is measured in millions of dollars per day. One misstep here, you are toast. But when it works, it's beautiful. Now that we've built the solutions, it's time to implement and integrate. When you actually build the product, Does it actually instantly change the world? Not exactly. The hardest part is actually to get it into a plant of an offshore platform. This means integrating it with existing systems like the SCADA or ERP, testing on edge devices and ensuring latency is low, and making sure it fits into the workflows that the engineers have used daily. And this is where delivery governance and process from product management becomes critical. Without it, you'll end up with half-baked pilots that never scale. And in simple terms, integration is the difference between a flashy prototype and a real solution that saves millions. Solutions can save millions, but that's a secret. A digital product is only as useful as someone who uses it. And in oil and gas, engineers are always skeptical, and they'll say, this has worked fine for 20 years. Why should I change with this digital solution? That is why change management is huge. You need to show real value in action, faster insight, reduce downtime, easier workflows, build trust through small wins, drive communications across all levels from plant operators to the C-suites, and create product leadership champions who would advocate adoption. This portion is partly less about coding and more about psychology. Engineers must feel that their product makes life easier, not harder. And when adoption happens, that's when you see real magic. Faster decision, high efficiency, and safer plants. Now that you have actually deployed the solution, congratulations. People are using your product. But the story doesn't just end there. The long grind has just starts to begin. This is keeping the product alive. This means monitoring the performance analytics. Is the product actually delivering the ROI? Fixing the bugs and outages quickly. Running customer success programs to ensure satisfaction, and updating for model drift if you are using AI models. For a product management view, this is life cycle management in action. Products don't stand still. They evolve. And if you don't keep investing, they fade. Think of it like maintaining a refinery. You can't just build and walk away. That's the same thing that applies with digital. Now comes the final stage. Once your product has been proven time and time again, it's time for you to make money and go big. This is where product proves that it's just not a local solution, but a global one. In order for you to do this, in order for you to commercialize your product, you need to achieve a product market fit for your product, which means does it have access to and work across multiple plant, geographies, and contexts? Do you have the right partnership with vendors, customers, and even competitors to take this product and scale this up across industries? And can this product actually serve other industries like mining or chemicals? This is a stage where you use and you develop the go-to-market strategy. The right go-to-market can make a difference between a successfully commercialized product and a failed one. This is a stage where engineers become entrepreneurs. And this stage is about scale, adoption, and impact. So let's zoom up again. Digital product engineers builds in oil and gas are just not your simple app. They are the tools that optimize billions of dollars in assets, extend equipment life, prevent failures, and reduce emissions. You can see in products that oil and gas engineers build, they take from messy spreadsheet to global products, from skeptical operators to digital champion, and we take products from pilot to scale. And the product management discipline, vision, portfolio, research, delivery, leadership, growth is the backbone that makes this happen. This is what engineers really do when they build digital products for heavy industry. It's part science, part business, and part human psychology. And the next time when you hear about digital oil field, smart energy, you'll know it's not magic. It's engineering.